Now to our regularly scheduled program in progress. Adrenaline is high, tension thick as a bomb threat. Like it's Roadhouse, Patrick Swayze, people acting crazy. Battle a room full of animals, no one is safe, B. But I bring it to them raw, crack a bottle hardcore. Swing fists and bull sticks, crack skulls on the ball.
Hey guys, welcome to Sundaze with the Clink Room. I'm joined by my good friend and business partner, Tony Ross. How are you doing today, Tony?
I'm doing very well, thanks.
Cool. I don't think we've ever done a formal interview, me interviewing you, or any type of video where we've been alone. So this is a first. But I wanted to give the Clinkers a chance to kind of get to know you before we commence with the normal Sundays festivities of Monday morning crits and last chance and stuff like that. But you have done some stuff with the Clink Room back right at the start of the relaunch of Clink Room 2.0, right?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. How long? Go ahead.
I think I did 4, maybe 5 hats. It's like right when they first started, 2020-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been a while. I'd love to get back and make a couple more with them.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking about this a little off air, but yeah, our start of working together with the Capologists kind of coincided with the Clink Room coming back 2.0. So we originally did a couple. I think you started with the Swinging Reaper, which is still one of my favorites. Then we did the Reaper Kong, which you're wearing. Mm-hmm. Which was one of my favorites. The details you put into the gorilla skull, I still remember the sagittal crest. That the teeth we talked about making sure that the canines were the proper size, and just I think the little touch you did with the bones and the scythe. I love that hat. Bought Pirates. That was fun times. That's when that hat used to sell out in like negative 10 minutes. That was fun times. Ogres.
Robots.
Yeah.
The
ogres. That was fun. But yeah, like how did you get your start in designing hats, and what made you want to make hats?
I played baseball pretty much since I was little, or been involved with baseball in one way or another. So I always wore baseball hats. Mm-hmm. And I figured out that I could draw and design logos. So I probably made my first hat, not like my first fitted official hat, but I was probably like 15 maybe. I think I made one for my dad's softball team. And then ever since then, I was like, oh, you could just make your own hats like this? Like somebody can make your design on a hat? So I always wanted to do that, and obviously I always wore New Era hats because I was a big Dodger fan growing up loving baseball. So I always wanted to make New Era hats, and I finally got the chance to make some in, I think it was 2014. I made my first New Era. It was a Reaper hat.
Yep.
And then after that, I made Dodo's hats for my baseball team, my men's rec league team. We won 6 championships, by the way, in 20 seasons. One at Dodger Stadium. Thank you.
There you go.
Yeah, so I've always, pretty much since a teenager, I wanted to make hats, and I finally got the chance about 9-10 years ago. And then 3 years ago, we started this company, and I get to do it all the time. And I can't complain at all. I love it. I love wearing hats, wear hats every day, and I get to wear my own hats. It's awesome. And Clink allows other artists like me to get to wear their own designs on hats. So when Clink came out, I always wanted to have a Clink hat with my design on it because I used to love Clink when they came out the first time. I have a couple, not as many as I should, but I have a couple. Yeah, and I think it's and unfortunately they came out at the same time we did.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to put as much effort into making as many hats with Clink as I wanted to, but yeah, so I've always wanted to make hats, and I had opportunities, and so I just went for it.
Yeah, I think it was in a sense it was like, you know, bad timing technically, but in a sense like we made it like a conscious decision, like, hey, like, you know, there's positive and negative to it, but the positive is we're gonna get our name out to people who might not ever, you know, get to see us. And you know, I think the ones that we did do stand the test of time. They're still ones that to me would still be cool to bring back in different colorways, or they kind of stick out as some of my early favorites. But it's hard to judge because you're so close to it. It's like, you know, stuff that we have input on. I mean, you physically drew all of them, and yeah, it's just one of those things. But you know,
well, I definitely think it was unfortunate that that Clink was coming back at the same time that we were starting up.
yeah,
But then I think back, and at the same time Clink was getting a lot more submissions from a lot more, you know, new artists and different artists, and it I wanted to kind of just let those guys do some hats because I had already made some hats with Clink, so I had already accomplished a goal in my life, so I was fine with it. And
yeah,
you know, so I just wanted space for everybody. So it's awesome that's what we're allowed to do.
yeah. And I think there is still space. Like you see it all the time, and it's cyclical. So it's like some of the guys that were really heavy into 2.0. I think of like Ink John from Ink Park, Ephra, uh, Jason V, and maybe they're not so, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? So they're not so active now, and then you see a bunch of new guys kind of come through. I think of like Raphael, COD Designs, Win, and Sierra Gons, and yeah. So we kind of see it kind of happen. Like right now, I almost think that like you can't even call this like Clink Room 2.0 now. I feel like we're almost on like 3.5 or even 4. Like it's been a while, right? So yeah,
it's definitely, they've had a lot of artists make a lot of really nice hats.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you're probably right though. It's probably closer to like Clink 4.0. It's maybe every year is a new version.
Yeah, true. But yeah, let's get into this. So we are gonna review. Clink Room just did a drop this week for the fresh colorways, and those were all aptly named. Well, this is like the Amigos pack. So we got a lot of different yeah, these kind of designs. So let's get into it.
Some of my favorites, actually.
You pronounce this Talak Haze?
Sure.
Talak.
I'm not really sure how that TL is pronounced.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna kill us in the comments. But either way, the Haze.
I'm only
version,
half Mexican.
There you go. The Haze version. So I guess that's the purple part, and then
I like it.
Bosco Boz. I haven't seen him around too often anymore. But yeah, they brought back this one. Kind of under.
Well, these are remixes, right?
Yeah, these are all remixes of the original. So they brought them back. So I guess the Haze is the colorway part. So the grays,
I like it.
The blacks,
a lot of old Undertaker vibes. Before he was a biker, yeah, when he had the good good purple American charcoal badass. Black.
Yeah,
no.
This was the Taker. No American badass, no rolling. But all in all, I think it's a cool kind of theme. I don't know too much, admittedly, about this specific god. I'm sure there's a lot of meaning towards it, but cool little hat.
I think it pays a pretty good homage. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I definitely am familiar with it.
All right.
I have a lot of books on
Yeah.
old Mexican, Mayan, Incan stuff like that. So I've definitely seen him a few times.
If you were a gambling man, would you say that this glows in the dark? I think that does look like glow in the dark thread, but I'm not certain.
There's a little tint to it.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have another picture?
Of this, no, but I can look at.
Do we have one of those glow in the dark previews that they do?
Not of this one.
No,
but
no. So we're just guessing.
We're just guessing. We need a Jamie to like pull up info for us. It doesn't say. Does it say? It doesn't say.
Either way, I'm impressed with it.
Yeah,
glowing or not.
Yeah. All right.
It's a good hat.
Moving forward, let's see. Jacobo, one of the guys you brought up, Jaguar skull. This time back in the lava colorway.
I love this colorway. It's for like some Jordans.
It reminds me of like the old school Spurs. You know, like when they used to use that like fuchsia and teal.
Like the 90s.
Yeah.
I think Jordan has like a lava color though, right? For Jordans.
Yeah, Jordan 6s. But lava used to be everywhere in Nike, old Nike tennis shoes and Air Max 90. Yeah.
So you could wear this hat with anything. Any of them old cool jams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always loved this design. I love the first version. I love this one. I think that lava color definitely pops off the visor and that little touch on the button or the soutache, if you will. Mm-hmm. I love the colors in the embroidery. It's a nice little remix.
Yeah, smart to do it off black too. If you use like neon colors like this, the black just like kind of accentuates the colorway. For me, I'm sucker for the infrared.
High contrast,
mm-hmm.
especially with that bright pink lava color.
Yeah,
the outline popping the logo off that black. Yeah, high contrast. It's very nice. I love this hat.
Yeah, good stuff, Jacobo. All right, moving forward. Aztec Karina, the lemon colorway, clinker Siak.
I love Siak's designs. I love this one too. The colors are really cool. I like I like how they went with little bright neons. Pretty similar to like that bright lava color or the bright pink embroidery on the previous one.
Got slime green under.
Same kind of color. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, I'm into
that slime green. I love all the slime green little touches on the top and the side. The flag hit and the button. I like this one, and I like how they got a lot of detail in that the little face.
It's hard to nail that properly, right? Because that skull is got to be inch and a quarter maybe, and to nail all the little details.
It's probably smaller than that.
Yeah,
it's probably smaller than that.
Yeah. So
it's awesome. The embroidery is amazing on that.
This is one of those that you might see on a mock-up and be like, all right, yeah, whatever. But then when you see it executed, you're like, holy shit! Like, there's some high degree of difficulty.
Right. At the same time, those ones you see in the mock-up, you're like, oh, okay, this looks awesome, and then you get some bad embroidery.
Yeah, that's happened.
Oh my goodness, what happened?
Yeah.
But this hat came out really nice. The embroidery's really, really clean.
Yeah, I think
high detail too. It's a good job.
They nailed the holiday too, like the actual like Day of the Dead holiday. Has a lot of these like bright, super bright colors, right?
Yes.
I mean, not the black crown notwithstanding. I'm talking about the logo, and I think they nailed it.
Well, once again, that
contrast.
It's on a black material. Those bright colors really pop. It looks amazing. Not to be cliche, but they really pop.
Yeah. I mean, if you were to if you were to do this same hat like on a teal, that logo is not gonna pop as much, right?
Well, no, obviously, no. Yeah, you definitely do something different with the colors on a teal hat, I think.
Yeah, but all right, cool.
No, it's good. It's a good one, Siak. I love it.
Speaking of teal hat, see, they did a teal hat here and a lot less muted, but still the logo pops. It's almost like a Florida Marlins, almost like that old school 90s like kind of style hat there. But the swinging
Say it.
Machatul, Makakul.
Say it in Chinese.
That's not gonna work. But festival by the homie Sierra Gons. He's out of Toronto actually.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
He made it all the way up there, huh?
Yeah. So
Good for him.
he's got the obsidian blades going.
I
See
love
that?
it.
In the
I love
weapon.
it.
In the weapon there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm very familiar. It's right here. Wait, there.
Yeah, right there. Same weapon.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the Tiffany color.
Mm-hmm.
The Tiffany and black. I love that two-tone. I love the design. I love most of Sierra Gonz's work. Yeah, I have no complaints about this at all. I love it. And the embroidery came out really nice. There's no spots where you're like, whoa, what is that part?
Yeah.
Nice, clean embroidery.
Yeah, I like the colorway.
I love this hat too. I even like the white flag.
Yeah,
Even though everything else is black, I'm not mad at that white flag.
I think on a custom, I'm not as scared of having like a non-tonal, but I think everyone now with customs is, I mean, with licensed products, is just like, oh, tonal. But like on a custom hat, like I'm okay with it having a little color pop.
Well, we've done our share of tonals, so
we have, but we've also done a bunch of them non-tonal too. So
no, yeah, we've got weird with it. We've got weird with the flag, definitely.
Yeah.
But we've done our share of tonals.
Yeah.
I like this hat though. Back to this hat, I love it.
Yeah,
I love all these hats so far.
Right. Let's see what else we got.
Oh yeah,
Fiesta
this one's real nice.
The shooters. What color crown is that, you think? Is that like a mango or like a tan? Oh, it's darker than Vegas gold.
Stone?
Is it stone? I don't know.
My only other guess is khaki, but looks like it has a little too much yellow to be a khaki.
Yeah.
Stone, it might be khaki actually. Stone, I think would have
more
less
gray.
yellow.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
khaki.
It's a cool colorway though.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I like
and
that
that's beetroot. It's beetroot. It's got some like vice blue in it. Lime green. Who doesn't like lime green? And this is the shooters. Aaron and Jacobo.
Yeah, I've been that guy quite a few nights. This one touches my heart.
Yeah. This one's a fun design.
Some tequila, I'm guessing, and that's actually my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm. It would be pretty hard to actually get like guns on this one, right? For obvious reasons. But that's who he is, right? He's the shooter. I like this one.
Well, let's say that the bandolero has a bunch of shot glasses in it instead of bullets. Because I mean, if you're running around doing shots, and obviously, you're gonna want to party with other people, you're gonna have a bandolero full of shot glasses. Everybody can, yay!
That'd be cool.
Shooters, yeah, hey. It says "Party for Life" shooters, so obviously he's coming. He is the party.
He's the life of the party and the death of the party.
He is the party.
Yeah, there you go. All right, good job, Jacobo and Aaron. And the last one, this is the one I picked up. So
yeah, it's a handsome hat.
Yeah.
Muy guapo.
So Gallows,
I love this hat. Yeah, I've loved this. I love the first version. I love this hat. It I love the movie that it references or refers to. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen this movie. I don't know, about like 30 times. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I love this hat. It actually it's perfect. It's perfect hat for what they were going for. It's absolutely perfect.
So what's the Gallows word mean? Locos is crazy.
Gallos.
Okay.
Gallos.
Locos forever. Is that the gang? Yeah. The crazy.
No,
Something's...
it's like roosters.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So
I
it's
learned
like
something today. The Crazy Roosters.
Crazy Roosters Forever. Yeah.
I like it. It's badass.
He was called something else in the movie. I don't. And then
We don't want to lose our G rating.
Have you seen that movie?
This is Blood In, Blood Out, right?
Correct.
Or I have not seen it.
Or Bound by Honor is the other.
Okay.
Is the other.
Is it on? Is it? It's a must watch.
For Mexicans, like in half Mexicans, I've watched it a lot. Okay. I mean, it reminded me a lot of my uncles for sure. So it's it's about growing up in East Los Angeles, and this character that this hat is representing is he was a boxer, and he called himself El Gallo Negro, the Black Rooster, and yeah, he was like a vato, and he had like one of those hats and a chain, and he was always squaring up to like your $10. Yeah, no, this is the perfect hat to represent that character in the movie.
All right.
I love this. If it wasn't red, I would get it. I just have you
don't like red hats.
Red hats just don't look good on me. Yeah. Just a little thing. But don't let that discourage anybody else. Like, pick this hat up if you like it. Like, it's amazing. And once again, clean embroidery, very sick.
Yeah, they got
real beautiful hat.
They got the textures flowing the right way. That's one thing that you can guarantee when they get it. The embroidery is always like top notch. So you can see like the textures of the feathers,
those little
going
details
the right way.
About which way they go. Yeah, if they arch a certain way and follow the form of the arm or the wing. I'm sorry. Yeah, or how they follow the tail around. Yeah, no, those little touches make the difference.
Like I don't even know how you ask for this. So it's like they got I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a flat outline around it. It's in red. And then it's like a thick black outline. And then everything else is just like puffed. It's like,
yeah, I think
like it's crazy.
Yeah, I think they just put foam and then they embroider it all on top. But they'll put the red outline down first, the flat one. Yeah. And then they'll put the foam on top and then sew through that.
Like, we've made hundreds of hats, and I don't even know how to ask for this style of.
But we have some that are like that.
Yeah.
We've never asked for it.
We never asked for it. Yeah.
It's always just been like, oh, here's what happens.
It's badass. This one's a good hat, man.
It's really nice.
But all right, enough gushing about that. So, for those who don't know, Instaship, you have to join the Clink VIP. It's free to join, and then you can get in and purchase these hats. I know one of the main gripes about Clink Room is you don't want to wait for pre-order, but these ones are available to purchase, and they'll ship right away.
Right now.
Right now. See, I even got one. Proof. Ordered a hat.
Maybe not.
Got it.
Maybe not right now because this is coming out on Sunday.
Yeah. So, but it'll ship in a day or two, and you'll have it.
So tomorrow.
There you go. And then the last calls. So we got the Sphinx. So these are up for pre-order until midnight tonight Eastern. So ending tonight and then gone forever. The Sphinx by Sierra Gons, Omen by Clinker Page Perception, and the Wahines by Clinker Rafael.
I think it's Wahines.
Yeah, see, this is why I have you around.
I'm not Hawaiian, but I mean, living in California, like you hear some things.
There you go. Which of these would you consider getting, or which one is the best to you out of these three?
Between these three, I like the Wahines and I like the Sphinx. I would see. Is that Sphinx hat? Is that a navy? Or is that
looks
black?
Like it's navy and teal. It looks like with a teal under.
Okay. And then what's the Wahine? Is like a different navy?
looks like it's closer to like maybe like an oceanside blue or a light navy, and then with the beetroot and vice blue.
I like the omen though too, because I'm a sucker for skulls.
And baseball.
I
Like
just,
that would screams your name, man. Baseball.
Yeah, for sure.
Skull.
I just wish the top leather was kind of
Like
maybe
flailing?
flipping a little bit up.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You know what I mean? And then maybe this one's flipping down, so I could see more of like a bottom jaw of the skull or something like that. And then it might help convey movement. You know what I mean? Motion, like it's actually flying because that stuff's folding over.
Yeah.
So I love that design too. Don't get me wrong. Page Perception did a great job. I just think, with those little changes, I might be more apt to get it.
Because that sound too is so distinct when the ball starts ripping in the seams and it whizzes by you. That little. But I like the concept.
I'm
with you though. I wish it was more frayed, a tiny bit more frayed. Like it just got the.
I bet it's gonna come out amazing, and I'm gonna be like, oh, this is probably the best one.
Yeah, and it's almost got like the Terminator colorway too. It's like gray with red. It's like,
yeah, okay, you're kind of selling me on it, and the more I look at it, I'm liking it.
That's the one you would most likely wear out of the three.
Sure, but out of everything that happened, that just been recently happened in Maui, I'm leaning towards the wahines, just to represent. But I really like the Sphinx, so I'd probably get the Sphinx if I only had to pick one. Yeah. Because I don't know, or maybe those stars.
It's the constellations.
Yeah, no, you don't. Are they in? Do you think they glow in the dark? There's a lot of that.
I think I don't know if it is. I mean, it could, but it doesn't.
Either
look
way,
like it doesn't look like it. Maybe
either way, I like all these hats. Yeah, that's what I mean. Those parts.
Yeah, but the connecting.
Either way, I like them. I like all these hats, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably get the Sphinx.
Fair enough.
Just because I'm more of like a dark hat wearing guy.
Yeah. If I were to get one, I'd probably get the wahines for some of the reasons you mentioned. But yeah, there's no misses here. All right, let's do.
I like them.
These ones. So we got Bone Voyage by Milos and Creaturezoid. We got Morning Dip by COD and Obvian. I don't know why I can't read today. Night and Day by The Dude Designs. Anything stick out to you here?
You know me. Obviously, Bone Voyage is.
Yeah, that's a high level pun too, right?
It's my favorite of these three, just because I'm into dead things and skulls.
Yeah,
I like the little rib cage and the spine. I love this. Thanks for reminding me to go pick it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that one stands out the most, just based on my personal likings. But as far as like the standout, I definitely think Morning Dip, just with that pink, the pink bill and then the bright pink on the donut. I love this hat. I saw the sketch, the post that COD did with the sketch and stuff, how he did it, how he worked towards getting this. And I like and Obvion. I'm sorry, how the two of them got together and made this happen. I like this one. I love the design. It's a nice, clean character. I love it. And then Night and Day, I can't hate on that one either. A nice, peaceful, beach scene, and then a night mountain scene. It reminds me a lot of California, because you could see palm trees at the beach during the day and go to the mountains and spend the night, in the snowy mountains some days in the right seasons. So I definitely like that design. If I had to pick one, obviously Bon Voyage, just based on the colorway and the theme. But once again, hard to have a miss out of these three.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think if I were to pick one, I'm probably buying Bon Voyage. It's A-level wordplay, you know, Bon Voyage, Bon Voyage.
Yeah, it's very punny.
Yeah. But I do like the mascot of Morning Dip. I would never dip a donut in a coffee, just to be clear.
Have you ever? Have
No.
you ever?
No.
Then why would you? Then
is that a
obviously
thing?
it's a. Do you see
Who
the
does
hat?
that? I see the hat. Is that something you would do?
If I drank coffee, I don't drink coffee. But if I drink coffee, I mean, why wouldn't you do that? Do you dip a donut in milk?
No.
Do you
Donut
dip
is
a donut
just
in
straight in the
anything?
mouth. I don't dip a donut in anything.
Well, I have a fat guy joke to make right now, but I'm not going to. Insert fat guy joke here.
Sure.
No, okay. It's a thing.
Am I doing fat guy wrong? I don't know. Am I doing it wrong? I've never thought to dip my donut into anything.
If you try this, if you like coffee and you like donuts, why wouldn't you mix the two?
I just feel like it starts like disintegrating the donut. You're gonna like somehow get less donut. I just enjoy eating donuts.
Soak it. It's called a dip.
Yeah.
Dip it. Morning dip.
Okay. I will buy a donut tomorrow.
Not morning soak until it falls apart.
Yeah.
Morning dip.
I know. Probably
This just looks like he's in there for a long time because it's the wordplay, another pun.
Yeah, he's
so it just looks like he's in there for a long time. But theoretically, morning dip, you just dip it. You don't soak it in there. You know, just wet it a little bit so it's a little bit more moist when you eat it. And if you notice, it's one of those cake donuts, right? It's not like one of those flaky type of doughy donuts.
Yeah.
It's most likely those round ones are usually the cake donuts and you know, they're really dense.
Yeah.
So the coffee.
So I avoid those. I avoid those anyway. I enjoy the other ones, the softer.
Try dipping one of those cake donuts in coffee.
Tomorrow. I know I don't probably look like it, but I haven't had a donut in months. But I will try one tomorrow for research purposes.
I'm just saying, give this a shot. You might like it. I've dipped donuts in chocolate milk and in hot chocolate is the closest I've come because, like I said, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah,
but it helps with the denseness of the cake donut for sure.
All right,
let's get to night and day because I don't want the dude designs to miss out. I really love this design though. This logo's awesome. I'm not so fond of the sand color, but that's just my personal thing.
Yep.
I don't go to the beach a lot, so this looks like a hat that you would obviously wear at the beach. You know, especially because of the design, but you know, just the colorway too, like you know, that sand color, a little beachy feel. I can't hate on it, but it's probably, if it were on a black hat, come on, I'm gonna get it yesterday.
Yeah. If it's on a black hat, is it too cliche? Is it too yin yangy if it's on a black?
I don't know. I don't think anything's cliche on a black hat. I think everything looks great on a black hat because everything's high contrast on a black hat. But like I said, I have no complaints about it. So it's weird. I live in California and I just don't spend any time at the beach. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
But if I were spending more time at the beach, I'd probably wear this hat every day there. If I still lived in Santa Monica, I'd probably have this hat.
There you go.
Because
selfishly, I really want to see this hat get made because it's kind of close to what we were talking about a little bit off air. Like this almost looks like a whole patch on a hat. Right. See how they pull it off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how they do the big spots of the light blue. Because a lot of those, I think they have enough space broken up so it's not going to have a really, really, really long threads because that's when you get problems.
Yeah.
It starts to look weird. I think there's enough stuff in the middle, the sun and the birds and the trees breaking it up so there's not any giant spots. This is probably going to embroider really clean.
Yeah.
And once again, you're gonna be like, God, I should have just got it.
Yeah. I think back to like you remember the penny that they did? That was like solid
Yep.
and really like thick. So it's probably gonna end up looking like that with really good embroidery, but it's still like cool to see it from the design idea to the practical use. But yeah, that's the one I'm gonna keep my eye on for sure.
Yeah,
I'll
and
pull
I
that up.
also I love how it's one guy. I don't know if it's one guy, one dude. I love how the dude used obviously the sun and the moon to represent the yin and the yang. I mean, it just makes the most sense.
Yeah,
it's a great design. I love this design.
for sure.
Just,
All right. So that's your last call reminder. Those 6 end tonight, so you won't see them for a couple months, and then you'll be jealous if you don't get them, and other people are posting their mail calls, and you'll be like, "Why didn't I get it?" So there you go, last call, and then on to Monday morning crits. So first off, Win Studios here with the nectar. Have you seen this viral trend now? People dressing up as hummingbird feeders. Have you been paying attention to it?
I'm sorry, what?
There's this like new trend where people are doing like these hummingbird parties. So they dress up so that they see who can attract and make a hummingbird land on them first. Like it's like a new thing now that people are doing.
No, I've never heard anything about this.
I've discovered it randomly yesterday.
I just learned about the NPCs on the TikTok.
Okay.
I haven't got this far into technology yet.
So there's a new one. People are having hummingbird parties.
I heard you. Don't make the people listen to it again. No, I haven't heard it. That's absurd, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Because people are gambling with it too. Like whoever.
What do you mean? First? Like we're betting on who can? Okay. Well, you didn't say that part first. You should have. You should have front loaded the gambling part. Hey, you want to make some money on a hummingbird? How? Let's do this.
Yeah.
So. But to this design, I think it's awesome. I love it. I don't know that hummingbirds are so messy though. They're usually pretty clean. Precise in every move they make. But I love this design. I love the colors. I love the shading that he did on the what's that called? The crest,
like the feathers. Yeah.
Is that
like to make them almost like because they almost look like they're foil or.
I think my terminology was closer to what it really is. I think that's the crest.
Okay.
I mean, the whole bird's made of the whole bird has feathers.
I guess. But you know what I mean? Like the
yeah, no, I love this. And is that
I guess it's like a leaf in the back.
Of the plant. Yeah, no, I like this. Good design.
Maybe a flower.
Good design. It's well balanced too. Because sometimes when you have a beak on a bird, it could be a little heavy on one side, the plant on the other. It definitely balances out this design, this logo. I like it, and I love the colorway too of the hat. It's nice and dark.
I don't think we've ever seen. I mean, we've seen hummingbirds on hats, maybe, but not just the head, right? Like an isolated head. This got to be the first.
Well, I think it might be like a front view because I think the crest part's like more of his chest. So it might be a front view.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like it. It's badass.
I could be wrong. That could be like his head is that, his head is that whole thing. I could be completely wrong. I'm not a hummingbird expert. I've seen a few at my brother's house because he lives by a golf course and they're always over there.
Oh, really?
But I might see more once I pick up this trend.
I think you found a great place to have a hummingbird party.
I mean, when in Rome, right?
There you go. All right, moving forward. True Romance.
I like
by
this.
The dude's back.
The dude's back. 2 in a row. The dude knocking out of the park with the design. I like this. I'd be curious to see how those leaves and that rose embroider.
There's a lot of details within the rose and within the leaves. Yes.
Yeah. If this makes it to production, I'm sure we might have to simplify that a little bit.
It's a huge
But overall,
logo. It's a huge logo, right?
No, not really. I think it's well within. I mean, I don't know what proper sizing is. I don't mind a wide logo on the front of a hat. You have a lot of room to work with.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to fill it up, and this design definitely fills it up nicely, I think.
Yeah.
I like how the two red skulls make a heart.
Make a heart. Yep. And then
you have the knife going through.
Yep.
Because what true romance is, that's
Painful.
how it is. Like you go through the thick and thin. And I like how it has a nice old traditional tattoo style vibe. Mm-hmm. So maybe we might think about making the traditional rose as well.
Yeah.
Because this looks a little like a traditional tattoo rose, but there's also like a little too much detail.
Yeah.
To be a traditional rose and also to embroider clean. So, I mean, if maybe we hit, through a little bit more traditional looking rose down there, it might not only help embroidery, but it might look a little, I don't know. It might look a little cleaner in the design.
Yeah, that's
because right now to me it kind of looks like the rose looks a little out of place. Like it's more detailed than everything else.
Yeah.
So it looks like it probably should match. I don't know, just my crit. But besides that, I love that it's on a black hat. I don't hate the red button and bill or visor. I'm okay with it on this one because it ties in with the skulls, with the design. Yeah, I like this hat. Just that one little thing about the rose. That's the only thing I would maybe change.
Yeah, I'm with you. They're like the knife and the skulls are pretty much American traditional style, and then the rose, it almost feels like a little bit out of place. But all in all, the imagery is cool. Symmetry is there, even though they're not completely like cut and paste. There's both skulls have different cracks in them, and then like the heart with the knife going through. I think that's really cool. But not a bad job from the dude.
Good idea. I really like it.
Yeah, that knife is just gonna sit right on the seam too, so it's like really balanced. So yeah, good job, dude. The dude. Seaweed Serenade by Creaturezoid and Levi. Do you know anything about these specific seahorses? These are the ones that look like the leaves, right?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not an oceanographer or
you weren't studying the seahorses before you got on the video?
I don't. I know the males get pregnant and shoot out the babies, and like 1,000 of them or something like that.
Yeah,
which is bizarre to me. I actually have a seahorse skeleton.
Okay.
It's not handy nearby, otherwise I'd get it, and I'm really scared to move it because
could fall apart.
Fucking seahorse skeleton. It's very fragile. Enough about me and my non-knowledge of seahorses. I think this design captures the seahorse that I've only seen in photos amazingly well.
Yeah.
I like this design.
I think they nailed it. There's a lot of like small details in the actual one. It's like really made to like mimic like the shrubbery in
like seaweed, so nobody eats it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. But
I think this captured it perfectly. I just think we got a little it took a little liberty with the colors, but I do like that it's Laker colors. Not that I've been a Laker fan since I don't know since LeBron got here, but I like this hat. I'm a little worried about the crown color. Like I would have to put it in a bag when I'm not wearing it.
That looks like it could be stone. It's darker for sure than like an off-white.
Either way,
I don't
I'm
know if
still
that
putting
changes
it in a
your
bag
yeah.
when I'm not wearing it. No, it doesn't change. Doesn't change whether I would get it or not. No, it just changed on how my storage would be.
Yeah, correct. Lavender.
I like to set.
How do you feel about the
Excuse
lavender
me.
under?
I don't mind it. It matches the leaves,
Mhm.
and obviously so does the visor at the top. I think that's good. I think this whole hat's nice.
Yeah, I think there's been a
I
big
like
push.
this hat.
There's been a big push to move away from some of the colored UVs, and I don't mind lavender in that it looks like gray. So I think it like lavender itself gets like a pass, similar to like pink and then the sky blue. If they're like not too far from gray, then I think they're still kind of accepted. Because some of the crazier
No,
colors are getting.
I don't have a problem with the colored UV.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it were up to me, they'd all be black.
Yeah, I know. We fight about
Black
it all the time.
nasties for everybody. I mean,
Yeah.
hey, they stay cleaner that way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You're constantly moving it. And I got like, I'm eating a hot dog or something. I mean, this lavender, hey, I'm gonna get it. But either way, I like this hat.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll still get mustard on the bottom of the black. It's probably worse under there, but
yeah,
just over time, I think you could clean it better. I like this hat though. I love this design. I think Creaturezoid and Levi, or is it Levy? I'm not sure. I think they did a great job with this. I really like the way they represented the seahorse. Now I'm probably gonna go watch some videos later
and go down a rabbit hole.
Just check them out.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it's drawn well. I think it fits the hat good. It's a good use of space, and the colorway is really different. Multiple shades of purple, and the yellow is a contrasting. I mean, it's a complementary color to the purple. They did a great job. So moving forward, Krabby Corn. Heather decided to make a hat on one of the worst tasting candies of all time. Where do you sit on the candy corn?
I am shocked that you don't like it.
You like candy corn?
No, I'm sorry. Fuck no, I don't like candy corn.
Okay.
I hate candy corn. It's one of my most hated.
Yeah.
It's candy corn is my nemesis.
And it's weird too, right? Because sometimes they
terrible.
hand it out when it's not like packaged. So sometimes you just get loose candy corn randomly in your trick-or-treat bag.
It's already sticky and moist and sticking to the Snickers bar or you're trying to eat. Yeah, no. There's nothing about candy corn that's nice. The colors maybe are cool.
Yeah.
But no, candy corn, no. But like I said, I'm shocked that you don't like it because you eat some weird candy.
I like Canadian candy.
That's weird. Yeah,
it's the best tasting candy
weird.
In the world. I think maybe Belgium beats us, maybe. But speaking about this hats particularly, it's got the Halloween colors, purple, black, orange. I mean, that screams Halloween to me.
Sure does. I might have gone with an orange button.
Yeah. How do you feel about the little candy corn digits?
I'm not mad at it.
It's like a little.
I'm not mad at it. It's cute. Yeah, it's cute. It's a cute little design by Heather, and it's pretty cute. It's a cute little guy. He's got his little disgusting tasting candy corn shell. Candy corns are cool. Like they look like, okay, they're you want to eat them. Like candy corns, like come try me out. See what's cracking. I'm really delicious and I'm really appealing, right? And you're like, yes, you are. Like this is an appealing design. He's got all the appealing things I'm looking for. I bet you this hat looks great, but tastes disgusting.
Yeah.
But Heather, great job though. I don't hate this hat at all.
I think it will embroider really cool.
He's cute.
If they can get like the textures to embroider right, I think it would embroider really cool. It's like you said, something you would never eat, but it would still kind of kind of attract you? I mean, screams Halloween.
I'm
This is a
thinking,
perfect Halloween hat.
no, it absolutely is. I'm thinking since there's so much just empty space in the colors of the candy corn because it's so much bigger than the rest of it, it takes up most of the hat. Maybe drop in like a shadow, so it'll break up the embroidery, just so there's no chance that it gives you really long stitches. I mean, I don't know what their idea is. If this makes, I don't know what their idea would be, but maybe a little shadow, like a dark gray or a light gray, and then a darker orange and a darker yellow. It might help break up the embroidery, so there's no really long threads to snag or anything. But either way, I like this hat. I think it's a real cute design.
Yeah.
Perfect for Halloween.
Great job, Heather.
And perfect for people who like candy corn.
I don't know that.
People?
I don't think there's anyone out there that likes candy corn. I do know that Halloween hats do well, though. Like, people always want to wear Halloween hats.
Spooky season. I love a spooky hat.
Yeah. So
it's hat not so spooky, but it represents spooky season 100%. Exactly. Great job, Heather.
Exactly. All right, let's move forward. Kinich Aho. I butchered that for sure.
Bless you. Just sounded like you were sounded like you were sneezing.
But Sierra Gons is back.
Yeah, I love this one just like the rest of them. I love the colorway. I love how I love the highlights and the shading. Just using that one color palette. Just different, pretty much just different hues of yellows and oranges.
You think this is like Hawaiian themed? Like kind of like a tiki man?
No, I think it's from Central America.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll have to wait till Monday to find out the story behind this, because I truly am not familiar with this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
so
me either.
Come at me.
I'm not gonna guess. I'm not gonna guess either. But yeah.
Either way, I love how the black hat in these colors. You can't go wrong with the high contrast. I think this one, not only is it an amazing design, I think the color choices are good. I think it's gonna embroider pretty nice.
And then for you as a Dodger fan, normally you don't like these colors if it's a baseball team, but this not being a baseball hat is a perfect opportunity for you. Black and orange.
Oh, it is a baseball hat, but it's
Halloween.
What I mean.
Yeah.
No, it's a Halloween hat. Or not it's a Halloween colored hat. Of a Central American deity, I'm assuming. Or I'm guessing. I'm sorry, I don't want to assume. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Either way, whatever it is, I'm fine with these colors because the yellow breaks it up, and breaks up that team's colorway. I like this hat though. Sierra Gons did an amazing job once again. I've never seen a bad hat designed by Sierra Gons.
Yeah, he killed it. All right. What else we got? The birth of hip hop. So hip hop is celebrating 50 years pretty recently, and so Cedric Avenue is the something
that's older than me.
Yeah, Cedric Avenue is the street that is the building for what they consider as the birth of hip hop. So originally he had like hip hop drawn on the Cedric sign, and it wasn't that legible, so he came back with this kind of adjustment, so it's got the sticker on it.
Oh, so it was like written on the sign itself.
Yeah, so it was like the graffiti was written
this
on
way.
Top of it.
Now
so
this way,
couldn't read either, really. So now
he turned it into a slap tag, a little slap sticker. Got it. Love it. I love it because obviously I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop just because everybody did, back in when I grew up. There wasn't as much to listen to as there is now. So a lot of the stuff that I do or that I used to do, like design wise, was influenced by a lot of the hip hop art, you know, obviously graffiti scene and b-boy stuff, you know, that kind of influence. But I grew up in the 80s, so it was like the perfect time to start listening to, you know, hip hop. Because when the 70s and 80s, when the best hip hop was out, in the 90s, we're not going to get into any arguments. This hat definitely, you know, represents the. I've seen the signs, you know, from that part of New York and stuff, and it looks like the signs that are there, and I love that it's a little slap sticker, and I've done plenty of those back in my day. Yeah, I like this hat.
Yeah, I like that little touch
I like
you did.
how
It's like curling off,
like
that little.
like it's coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone tried to peel it off, or you know, just over time. Yeah, those stickers are weird because they're made of paper, so good luck peeling those off. They leave a terrible mess. You
Yeah,
gotta actually cut those off. But I like this hat. I love how he tied the green from the sign and the button and the visor. I like this two-tone. Black, I'm guessing it's black.
yeah, black two-tone. I think a grander. I can't tell.
Yeah, it looks gray.
Yeah,
it's hard to see it in the shadow, which means it's gray to me. Yeah, no, I like this hat too. Great job, Matt.
Yeah,
I like it.
Solid.
I might pick this if it makes it. Hey, I might pick this up.
My
as a
only
tribute to hip hop.
My only concern is the green overpowering it to the fact that it makes it look a tiny bit like Sesame Street. So maybe the alternative would be to make it like an all black hat, green under, just to kind of like that's what everyone wore back in the day. Like, you know, you think of like Eazy-E. Back in the day, he would always be in like a black hat with a green under or a gray under.
Yeah, but Eazy-E wasn't from Sedgwick, and he was
That's
long
fair.
after
That's fair.
Sedgwick. You know what I mean?
That's fair. All right, maybe I regret that statement a little bit, but
he was quite a bit of time after this.
That's
after
fair.
This would have been, you know, this happened.
I take it back, but you get what I'm saying.
But no, now that you mentioned, I definitely could see how that could be a concern. I wouldn't let it deter me from making this hat or even copying this hat if it makes it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, because once again, a black hat. I don't think the visor and the button color would change the logo too much, or the idea and the theme behind it. I think that packs a punch, and it's gonna carry this hat. You know. I think just the theme itself carries this hat. You could make it in any color.
Yeah, and all the signs in New York are that green color. So, yeah.
Yeah, so it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I think the theme.
I like this hat. Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
He went
definitely represents the origin of hip hop, where it all started.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he took the critiques and kind of went back and adjusted it. So, yeah, good job, Matt.
I didn't see the first version. I'll go back and look at it, but this definitely looks like it would be cleaner, especially when you're going to embroider a font. You know, letters they always come out bad.
Yeah.
You know, when you get a certain size, then they could come out big. But if you had, you know, this legible font and then you had the hip hop over it, it might get kind of too many threads over too many threads. You know, too many cooks. The same type of thing happens.
Yeah,
thread on top of threads it's not what you want to do. You don't want to build up threads. I like this hat. I'm glad I'll go back and look, but if you say, you know, he cleaned it up, I'm glad he took the advice, because this hat looks nice. Clean design.
For sure. All right, let's move forward. The Black Magic Brew by David Cox, Clinker David. This is a crazy cup.
I think it's a goblet, or is that what you hold in your hand?
Tankard.
I'm not sure. Black Magic Brew. It means
it's got a little skull hidden there.
Putting a spell on you, huh? Is this Bill Cosby's? Bill Cosby made this? That's what happened? I love this design. I would like to know what his influence was. It's
Yeah.
I've never actually seen Game of Thrones, but I've seen a lot of logos and stuff. Kind of little Game of Thrones influence, obviously just because it's a dragon. But I like it. Dragon goblet and his neck and his face are making the handle. I like it. No, I like the little skull and the hand. I like the little.
I think the skull's the
drip.
best. Yeah, the skull drip is the best feature of it.
I don't know. I think the dragon face handle, dragon face and neck handle, and then his claws or the feet. Come on, the design of the cup or the goblet's pretty awesome. I think the whole thing's real nice. To be honest, I like it.
I don't know if I love the hand there, but
yeah, I'm a little curious as to. Like I said, I got to read what.
Yeah, we got to figure out what it is.
I didn't do my homework on these. I haven't been. I'm not honestly. I didn't.
Well,
check my social media.
We got the
to
advanced
see what
look.
all these guys were saying about their stuff. Yeah, but I'd like to know the backstory. Like, I'm sure David mentioned it on his post why he did this. I unfortunately missed it, so I'm just gonna have to wait until Monday and see what exactly the whole thing is before I say anything about why the hand is there.
Okay.
Without knowing the story, I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm guessing it's a witch, a witch hand, and it's maybe like a ghostly witch hand.
Well, you called it.
Not sure. I love the design. Oh, is that what it is?
So he called it the witch's brew, love potion, poison, or just a fire IPA. Enjoy.
Ah, okay. I hate IPAs, but I love this design. So, do with that what you will.
Yeah.
I think this is a good design. I love this colorway too. I was recently thinking about making a hat with this colorway. Maybe not with the yellow under, but it makes sense with this with a beer hat, with a brew hat.
Yeah. Okay.
It reminds me of lots of nights I've had. Usually doesn't happen from beer, but sometimes you get those strong ones and you have too many of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you feel like a spell is definitely cast on you.
How do you feel about the bubbly, like yellow liquid and the foam coming out of it, and then the yellow on the outline? Do you think that those two should be different colors, or do you like that?
The foam I'm cool with and everything. I would maybe get rid of the outline on the extra bubble stuff. So maybe I would get rid of those extra, whatever the star things are.
Yeah,
square. I would probably just get rid of those because I don't know. I don't think they need to be there.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's just, and then stuff that embroiders that small too.
It's just
You're always having an issue. The best digitizer in the world and the best machine in the world are even have problems sometimes with that. That's my only qualm about this design is probably just those extras. We just got rid of those. I think it would be a lot cleaner. I like that. I get why it's there because it helps balance it out. Because if there was nothing there, it could maybe kind of look weird. But I think or maybe dump the outline and have it just be, maybe like the square star-ish type of thing and just white or that yellow color. I don't know. That's my crit. I don't really have too many crits about this design. I think he did a great job, really. I think it's a very cool looking logo.
Yeah, I'm with you. Definitely a conversation starter. The black
magic for sure. Brew. Especially if you wear it. I mean, you're going to wear it to the place. I don't know. You can wear it to a pub or something, some bar, some lounge, something where you're drinking beers, especially like a craft brew house. Yeah, it'd be a good one. A lot of people out there love beer and good design, so this is kind of like a crossover.
There you go. All right, good job, David. Let's see what else we got. Moving forward, the reveal by Josh Voles.
Who cropped this?
That was me. I'll fix it in post.
Jeez.
I'll fix it in post.
Well, now no one's gonna know how bad it is.
All right, I'll leave it there.
He cut off like half the name.
Josh Voles.
Anyway, I love this design. Yeah, but this isn't. Other people need to watch your show. I like this design. Little flip on it.
He reversed the action right there. The
Yeah,
hair is like,
yeah.
I'll make you
Well,
disappear.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, he sure did, didn't he? I like this hat. I love the theme. Theme's really funny, especially because magicians are a joke. So this is perfect.
Not a big David
The
Copperfield.
perfect outcome of what? It's a perfect thing like that. It could. I'm sorry, who?
David Copperfield.
Oh yeah, okay. There's another trickless magician. He's an illusionist. He's an illusionist.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
But I love this design. It's really, I think it's funny. It's really it's a punny design.
Yeah.
And it's not in the name. It's a punny design, so it speaks for itself this way. I think it's great. Once again, I'm a sucker for skulls, so I would maybe get rid of that top line on the skull. I think it's unnecessary.
Yeah, that little squiggle.
Yeah, I think it's for it might be for like to convey an expression. I don't know, or maybe it's the top bone, the brow bone. But I don't think you need it.
Got a lot of teeth too.
Ah, well, you have a lot of teeth.
I do. For now.
And there's nothing covering these teeth up, so you're gonna see a lot of the teeth. I don't think the amount of teeth's a problem, but maybe Josh will look into it. I think the rabbit's cool. He's nice and fierce, and he looks like he's up to no good. I've had plenty of nights like that. I had plenty of nights where I wanted to do this to a goddamn magician.
I didn't know you were so anti-magician.
Oh, come on, they're a joke, man.
You never pulled the
it's
handkerchief?
Gone, man. Oh, I will yank that until I don't know, until whatever it's tied to. Fucking.
You got the wand that turns into a flower. Come on, man.
Ah, man, stop it. No. Don't encourage your kids to do magic. But anyway, back to this hat. I think I love it. I love obviously a black hat. I love the what is this like the hot? Is there? There's like two pinks, right? There's
this is
hot
pink glow.
Yeah,
pink glow.
Okay, yeah, I like this. I like this pink. I haven't used it too much, but I might change my mind now.
It's like Hitman Heart.
Thing is, yes. Very like Hitman Heartish.
I like it.
Very Hitman Heartish. I like this hat, Josh. Good job, man. I love this hat. I love that his eyes are kind of red too, conveying that he's really pissed.
Yeah.
Or hanging out with me. But yeah, no, I like this hat a lot. I think this design's really cool.
All right, perfect. Great job, Josh. And a reminder myself to fix this in post.
Get rid of the
corn fed.
Oh,
I have a feeling you do not like the knobs.
Corn?
The corn on. No. These are like the knobs that you use so you don't burn your hands while eating corn.
Oh, I know. You have those knobs in Canada?
Yeah, we have them.
But you don't have ESPN.
We don't have ESPN. We do have those corn knobber things, whatever they're called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you use these? Would you use the corn knobs?
I would, and I have.
Okay.
See why they're good is especially on the little corns. Because how are you supposed to hold a little corn and then eat
just
the
hold it.
corn?
I've never.
Dude, it's this big though. Like how? Like you can't, and then you're not gonna get the whole thing because your hands are covering. So these guys, and then now you can eat the damn piece of corn.
I guess you would keep your hands cleaner. I guess
it's not about being clean. When the piece of corn's the little guy, it's not the giant piece of corn. Like you know what I mean? Like the whole. It's cut. They're cut. I forget what they call them, like cornlets or I don't know, some coblets, maybe. Someone in the comments let Leon know. But yeah, they're small. They cut the corn cob up so you can have more for more people. And if your fingers are going to be in the way and it's this big, and then your hands are in the way and you can't eat the whole corn, you got to turn it. These things are just like da 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 da. Great idea, Jay.
I think we bought them for the house, and we've only used them on the big ones. So I guess we've been using them wrong the whole time. So
No,
I'm learning.
no. You could still use them on the big ones, but how much? But
Yeah, how much help do you need on the big?
how much better are they on the little ones?
I've
Huh?
never tried.
Yeah,
I have
huh?
to tell you.
Huh?
I'll eat
See?
half a corn
Huh?
on cob after I dip
No,
my
you got
donut
to just no.
in
Cut it in
in
half.
coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, and then cut your corn in half, and then use your little things, the ears holders. Yeah, I like this hat. I don't have very many food hats, so
I was gonna ask you, are you a fan of the food hats?
uh I don't have any food hats, I don't think. I really don't think I have any food hats. Not that I'm not a fan, I just don't
Yeah.
have any,
I mean, just looking at the drawing, it's drawn well. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, I definitely like this. I
Yeah.
definitely like the way he utilized the space and the limited color palette. Once again, I don't know the backstory. I'm sure he's had amazing corn at like a county fair or maybe like family picnics or something, because that's when you're eating like corn, right?
Yeah, and that's an elite
Yeah, I know.
corn to butter ratio. Like that's
yeah. I was just gonna say I would probably have at least that much butter. Absolutely. Yeah, I was just gonna say that. I do like this hat. I'm not a huge fan of the colorway, but I'm not sure. Once again, I didn't do my homework. I'm not sure what he's going for, but I'll check on Monday, and then maybe I'll say in my comments, "Oh shit, this is amazing now," because it's supposed to be Iowa State Fair or something, and these are their colors. I'm not sure.
Well, I mean,
I'll check back, and then
it reminds me off rip of like the John Deere colors.
Well, which is also the same colors as the Packers, which is, you know what I mean? So you could,
or the A's.
Right. So, I mean, it could be another, a number of different things that are familiar to you.
Does the phrase corn fed, to me, like, it makes me think of like cattle or, whatever, not people.
Oh, it makes me think of okay. Being from California, it makes me think of people from the Midwest.
Okay, fair enough.
Where, most of the corn grows in America is pretty much in the Midwest now, right? The corn huskers are from Nebraska, which already in the name, like, oh shit, they got a bunch of corn in Nebraska? Yeah, is that what's happening? So that's what I think. Being from California, I think, corn fed. Okay, you're from the Midwest type, Midwest type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I could tie back to what you were saying, that football team. So, yeah, all in all, interesting.
I like it. I love the logo. I love the way that I love the illustration. I completely love the illustration. I don't hate it. I think it'll actually embroider pretty nice too if this makes it. Most of Jay's things make it, so
yeah. In terms of like food hats,
what about a black crown?
Black crown for this? I don't know.
I'm sorry,
but
it'll really pop.
It would pop. It would pop. But in terms of food hats, I think I prefer the more realistic food hat than like the anthropomorphic,
the cartoon
like,
food hat.
I'm a walking sandwich or whatever.
Oh, it's interesting. Well, I'm okay. I can't say that I have that either one is my favorite. I like them both because I love the realistic illustrations because I do illustrations. So I think if you can illustrate something that still looks kind of realistic, but it's still not realistic, it's still cartoony, but you can convey the same message as if it were a photorealistic, drawing or painting or something. Cool. But also, come on. Like a running hot dog is fucking hilarious. Sometimes a running hot dog's really funny. Sometimes running biscuits funny. Sometimes I like this, Jay. I like your drawing. Like I said, on Monday I'm gonna have to check and see what the story is behind it, and that might help me understand the green and yellow. And I'm not opposed to this colorway because I love the Oakland A's colorway. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, it works. But all right, moving forward, what else we got? I think this is the last one. So Big Babe by R.E. Clifton.
Babe, the big blue ox, huh?
He's big.
Do you know this? Do you know this? Do you know this story? Are you familiar with this in Canada?
No, I don't think it hasn't reached us yet. There's a story behind the big blue ox.
What the fuck you mean it hasn't reached you yet? It's like old. The story's older than. Yeah, Paul Bunyan. Right? Paul Bunyan's a bit. Where's the third guy on this fucking show to help verify things? Paul Bunyan. Yeah, Paul Bunyan. I'm pretty sure it's Paul Bunyan, and his you know, instead of a dog, his name is Babe, was his big blue ox, because Paul Bunyan was like a giant, right? The story is Paul Bunyan was this giant
lumberjack,
and and Babe the blue ox was like his. I'm not sure if it was his buddy or if they fought. I haven't heard the story in a long time, and this is like a North Midwest type of thing. So
yeah,
I mean,
it's in Minnesota.
I heard stories about ghost surfers and stuff growing up. So it's not like I don't have the same stories, from my neck of the woods. Let's say, but I think this is Paul Bunyan reference, and
well, you nailed it. That's what it is.
I don't hate this one. I like that it's got like that old college feel to it. He's got like he's repping his. Well, in this case, he's repping his name, not his college, right there on the front of his sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I like this one. I like it a lot. I like the design. I think the design's really clean, really nice. I don't hate the colors. I don't hate this hat. Yeah. Maybe if the button was navy.
Green.
Yeah, I get he's trying to tie the tree in there. That's cool, but I think navy would be a little better. And I love hats with different colored eyelets. I don't know why. I've always loved that.
They always mock up cooler with different color eyelets. I feel like when we're doing a lot of our early stuff, I would just like mock up the different color eyelets to make it look different. And they always look.
And then we never ask for them.
Yeah,
just get them regular.
And then I guess
get to request that.
As time gets by, I guess as goes by, you get influenced by other people and style changes. I guess I don't know, but yeah, this is a really interesting take on it. Who doesn't love a good college mascot, right?
I think this is nice. It's definitely paying homage to a lot of the classics.
Yeah.
There's a lot of classic college mascots with this style of look. I think he or she, I'm not sure who R.E. Clifton is. I think it's a great job. I think the art. I love this logo. Actually, I really love the artwork. Yeah, I'm a sucker for that vintage sports look.
Yeah, like that running pose.
Yeah, I like a good mascot, not not something that looks like a casino logo or something with the, what they're making now, that type of shit. A lot of these MLB logos look like they should be logos for casinos. But, hey, I like this because it's just nice and classic, and it makes you feel like you're watching college football on a Sunday. I'm sorry, on a Saturday.
Saturday.
Did it on purpose. Sports.
But like, and the little trees make sense now that I know. I would
because he's a fucking giant
of the big blue ox of Minnesota. So yeah, good stuff. But that brings us to the end of our journey through Monday Morning Crits. I appreciate you.
A lot of good work in there. I appreciate everybody submitting all their designs this week. Not that, I just think they're all great. They're all cool to look at. I'll have to check the backstories on some of them and get more of a feel, to help better understand the choices. But I had a couple little minor crits for them. It wasn't anything major.
Mm-hmm.
It might help. I don't know. But either way, they did an excellent job. Once again, Clink always has great submissions by a bunch of great artists, so you can never complain on a Monday Morning Crits.
Exactly. So let us know in the comments which of these ones are your favorite. If you guys are I'm gonna vote. Yeah, let us know. But yeah, for now, I guess we're gonna sign off. But before we do,
Wait. You know that's grammatically incorrect, right? These
What?
ones, these ones.
These ones, okay.
You just say these.
These. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
have
don't
to
have
invent
to
a
add
lot
the
of.
ones.
So I'm
You
really
don't have to add the
working.
ones. No,
I'm
I used to do it too until I found out that it was incorrect to say it like that. You just say these, and it encompasses what you're talking about. So yeah, you can find me at Gorillastrator. Good luck spelling it. I'm not
Yep.
gonna
I can't even spell it.
GUERILLUSTRAT. I don't know, like
I'll put it
Guerrilla
on the bottom.
Warfare and
I'll put it on the
Illustrator,
bottom.
but with only one R or something. Either way, the Capologists. That's the main thing you should be following. You should follow the Capologists.
Yeah.
And that's where you'll find. I'm mainly only working on hats these days, so that's where you're gonna find most of my work, and really the work that means anything to me right now and these days. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right. And until next time, we're signing out, guys. Stay fitted. Peace.
But I bring it to him raw, crack a bottle hardcore. Swing fists and pull sticks, crack skulls on the bar floor. Bar none, I'm a beast in a brawl. Pummeling
Brought to you by VFTV.